Bill O'Reilly here, Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. Most Americans rank inflation their biggest concern. Pilot shortages cause continuing travel chaos. Fentanyl killing more people in San Francisco than COVID. Did the pandemic destroy the supermarket? Also ahead, we will try to save you money. But first, a poll from ABC News says 83% of voters rank high prices the number one issue heading into the midterm election. Just 37% support President Biden's handling of inflation. Three-quarters say Mr. Biden has not done enough to lower the cost of gas. The national average now stands at $4.86 a gallon. According to the poll, other top issues of concern are immigration, COVID, crime. A severe shortage of pilots causing airlines to cancel thousands of flights in June. Carriers like Delta now easing hiring rules for pilots. Under current regulations, they can only fly 60 hours a week, must possess a 4-year college degree, and are forced into retirement at the age of 65. Some budget airlines like Frontier now offer bus service between cities less than 200 miles apart if the flight is canceled. Some say the planes themselves are like buses. New data from the CDC says fentanyl killing more people in San Francisco than COVID. The study confirms 800 overdose deaths in the Bay Area just last year alone, compared to 700 who died from COVID. Border agents have confiscated 350 million lethal doses of fentanyl since January. That's enough drugs to kill every person in the USA. The Biden administration and the city of San Francisco remain silent on this problem. Most Americans do not plan on returning to supermarkets after the pandemic. Survey from one poll finds 55% continue to have their groceries delivered, another 10% curbside pickup. Sales at local groceries down 25% compared to 2019. Inflation and shortages also causing shoppers to buy more products online. Food sales on Amazon, for example, have doubled since COVID hit 2 years ago. In a moment, saving money. Now we have to do it. Some tips ahead. If you are trying to grow a business, you know time is precious. Imagine if you could streamline routine operations that eat up your time. Things like lead management, employee onboarding, even customer support. So let me introduce you to Zapier. Zapier makes it easy to connect all your apps, automate routine tasks, and streamline your processes. Better use of your time to prioritize customer and client needs. Zapier makes it easy for anyone to get started. You can connect over 4,000 of the most popular apps businesses use every day. Google Sheets, QuickBooks, Facebook, and more. 1.8 million people and businesses now use Zapier to streamline their work and find more time for what matters most. See for yourself why thousands of companies use Zapier every day to automate their businesses. Try Zapier free today at Zapier.com/Bill. That's Zapier.com/Bill. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. What a difference 2 years makes. Back then, we were rolling along with a vibrant economy when wham, you know what happened. So we are here to save you some money in this very inflationary time. And this is very much needed. A recent survey from Chase Bank shows a third of Americans do not have $400 in savings. Just a quarter of adults, 25% in this country, have enough money to cover 1 month's worth of bills. Another 20% don't have anything in the bank at all. So here we go on the savings stuff. Number one, insurance. You can negotiate your costs down with a human being, either in an office or on the phone. Please be polite. There are plenty of insurance agencies offering lower prices than you are paying right now, and they want you as a customer. So shop around, get the price points, and then negotiate. You can save big here. It's very important. Tip 2, cut back eating out. I know it's tough, but restaurant prices are exploding. Maybe dine out once a week, 2 at the most, because what you save can build up your security. Third, buy generic drugs. They're just as good as the name brand products for diabetes, heartburn, high cholesterol, insomnia, other conditions. Ask your doctor on the prescription basis to give you a generic. Ask your pharmacist. Again, be aggressive. You can save a lot of money here. Pack your own lunch if you go to the office. That's obvious. The average meal is $9 during the midday. Cancel the gym membership. You can do the same workouts at home and you'll save about $1,000 a year. I know there's a social aspect to this. I'm not saying that's mandatory, but if you need an extra $1,000, there it is. Collect coupons. I know it's a pain, but the local newspaper has coupons that can save you a lot. And they're also online in big stores like Costco and Walmart. Buy booze online. Drinkers can cut costs 20% when buying bulk quantities of wine, beer, and spirits. Not encouraging that, but booze costs a lot of money, and never order a drink at a restaurant. You get killed. Finally, get a big jar, put it in the kitchen, and every time you walk into the house, put all your change that's in your pocket in the jar. After 2 weeks, you'll have enough money to dine out. So you're basically eating out free because you're throwing the change in the jar. You take it to the bank, they give you bills. Finally, Father's Day. On BillO'Reilly.com, if you buy my best-selling book, Killing the Killers, we'll give you free Killing the Mob. 2 books for a very reasonable price. Dad does not want the ugly tie. Check out Killing the Killers on BillO'Reilly.com. I am O'Reilly. I approve that message by writing it. If you'd like more honest news analysis, please visit BillO'Reilly.com. In a moment, something you might not know. Inflation at its highest level in 40 years, interest rates rising, and a recession may loom. Our retirement accounts are in real danger, no doubt about it. If you want to protect your future, please do what I did. Call the only precious metal dealers I trust, American Hartford Gold. They can show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. All it takes to get started is a short phone call, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They are the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and thousands of satisfied clients. Plus, tell them O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Wow. So please don't wait. Call them now, 877-444-GOLD. 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 46 years ago today, New York Magazine published a story describing the life of an Italian-American dancer and his tough entourage in South Brooklyn. The article was called The Tribal Rights of the New Saturday Night. It was later adapted into a film called Saturday Night Fever. Here is the story of disco. The genre began in the mid-1970s, combining elements of funk, soul, pop music, and salsa. Disco, short for the word discotheque, was popular among African Americans, Hispanics, and the gay community at first, and then it went wide because everything changed in 1976 once that movie, Saturday Night Fever, hit big. Clubs opened across the 5 boroughs of New York City, then all around the country. With a $3 million budget, Saturday Night Fever went on to make a whopping $250 million at the box office. The soundtrack featuring the Bee Gees, one of the most successful albums of all time. The record hit number 1 in 24 countries. It sold 50 million copies. Disco went on to dominate pop culture. All this dancing turned into major dollars. In total, disco albums generated $2 billion in sales each year. 9 of the top 10 songs in 1977 were disco tunes. The biggest acts in the country were Kool and the Gang, Donna Summer, and ABBA. But disco died in 1984. AIDS killed it. The permissive lifestyle that went with disco went out quickly. Disco was criticized as mindless, overproduced, out of touch, but it was also fun, at least for a while. And here's something else you might not know. While disco may have died in the USA, if you travel abroad, you can go to a disco in places like Sweden, Denmark, France, South Korea, and many other countries. They are discoing over there. As the immortal group Tavares once said, "Burn, baby, burn." Back after this. Supply chain issues have been a catalyst to bring high-tech manufacturing back to the USA. My tech guy, the founder of Brownstone Research, calls it the Great Recalibration and discusses it in his new newsletter, Near Future Report. For 35 years, Jeff Brown has helped his subscribers safely navigate volatile times to preserve and grow wealth. He also answers your most pressing questions, like how to protect your retirement from inflation. What are the implications of a new digital currency and the Great Reset? What will the Fed do with interest rates? And what's going to happen in the stock market this year? Brownstone Research has been at the forefront of major market moves for 35 years. Let Jeff help you by signing up for his newsletter today at a 75% discount. A 12-month subscription, only $49. So please go to jeffbrowntech.com. 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 Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.